210 Boxing TV. Here are with Albert El Plebe Espinoza. All right, Pitbull Cruz, second round TKO over Zurito Ramirez this past Sunday. What are your thoughts on Pitbull Cruz and his victory?
A great performance. Like always, Pitbull's he's got a lot of drive, and he started off maybe not as great as I expected him to, but like a great fighter. It's only the second round. He was able to finish him off. He did a great fight. Very excited. There's a lot of rumors on who he's gonna fight next, and I'm excited for that, man. He knocked him the fuck out. That's another highlight reel right there. They're gonna be talking about that knockout for a long time, bro. So it's really good. But the big question is, and I'm gonna say it, as great as he is, I just want to see him perform that way against top-notch opposition. You know what I mean? Even though he did a good fight with Tank Davis, it wasn't a dominant performance. It was a very aggressive performance, and we all give him credit for that. And being Mexicano, pues obviously all the razas with him, I'm with him, everybody's there. But like I've always said, I'm not a boxer fan, I'm a boxing fan. And realistically, the question that everybody has to ask themselves is, who has he looked good against? When he does that to the Ryan Garcias, the Tank Davises, the Devin Haneys, all those guys, well then maybe, holy shit, he is something to be reckoned with. But till then, I'm excited. Congratulations en tu victoria, Pitbull. Pero let's see. I want to see him do that with top-notch, top-tier fighters. Yeah.
Let's talk about him and Tank real quick. Do you feel like that's the rematch? And what do you think happened in the first fight? Do you think he won? A lot of people saying he got robbed, stuff like that.
I think it was close. Understand that when you beat a champion, you really got to beat a champion. You're not going to... He's kind of... Tank Davis is the... very popular, very, very popular. And when you're very popular, the promotions on your side and stuff, those are things that people have to take into consideration. It's not only that did you put up a good fight, you have to beat a champion, you convincingly. You got to really beat up a guy. You really got to win. There's no arguments. And obviously, La Raza, when you watch boxing, when you're going for a guy, you kind of watch what he does and notice every punch that he hits, but notice also how Tank was able to hit himself, you know what I mean? And be able to move around, and a lot of them were blocked. So it was a very good fight, and I really want to see the rematch, because whoever does the better adjustments should take the rematch. You know what I mean? If Tank comes back, and I always consider myself, I look at fighters that if they're able to come back to a rematch and perform better than they did the first time around, like Charlo does, Mayweather did it many times, even after losses, just come back and be able to make those adjustments, that's going to define Tank Davis. But also, if Pitbull Cruz does that, he'll be able to. Now, I want to see Pitbull with Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Devin Haney is a good fight. Very technical, one of the best boxers there is. But the big thing is that Devin Haney doesn't have a punch. And when a guy like aggressive like Pitbull Cruz comes in and knows you don't have a punch, he's going to be walking through those punches all day and make that night for Devin Haney a little difficult and long. So that's the fight you guys got to watch out for. Hopefully it gets made.
Now, Robert Garcia actually had said that to me. He said that he thinks that Pitbull Cruz beats Haney. And a lot of people will be like, man, he's crazy. A lot of people are like, no way he beats Haney. Haney is a master boxer. Let's get that out of the way. He is a great boxer. But do you feel, and everyone keeps bringing up his power, what do you see Pitbull can do against Haney?
One, be overly aggressive. When a guy doesn't have a pop, you know what I mean? Not taking away anything from Devin Haney, but Robert Garcia knows his shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's somebody I guess I agree with. I hear of that now, but obviously I'm not the only one that sees it. If he doesn't have any power and you could get touched, anybody that stepped in the ring, sparring or anything, if you're not getting hurt, you'll walk through shit and you'll establish your offense. And Pitbull's offense is just swarming with punches once you're in the inside, and I feel Devin, maybe with his footwork and his boxing ability, keep him away, but will he be able to keep him away for 12 rounds if he's not hurting him? And I say not hurting him because Devin Haney hit Yorkis Gamboa with everything, bro. And Yorkis Gamboa has been dropped, known to be able to fall, and he couldn't finish him. So I think that's a big factor that everybody has to take into consideration.
Now, do you think, getting back to Pitbull and Tank real quick, do you think the reason that Pitbull gives Tank problems is because Pitbull's shorter than Tank?
It could be a problem. Tank has been used to fighting taller guys. He's always used to shooting upwards, fighting a little bit of taller guys. He is pretty short. And Pitbull Cruz is shorter, and that can be a factor. But understand that Tank is top tier level. He's the best, one of the best in the game. Maybe the best for some, and it shouldn't be a problem. Like I said, it's who does the adjustment if they do fight again, and hopefully they fight soon, because sometimes these rematches tend to get carried out till one of them is older or isn't the same or has been knocked out ridiculously by another guy and he's not the same fighter he once was. And Mayweather is his promoter, and Mayweather will carry on and not fight somebody for years like he did Manny Pacquiao. So understand that that's the type of people that he'll have in his ear. So how soon will we see a rematch? Shit, I don't know. And even though we want it now, it's going to take years for it to happen. And understand Canelo did the same thing with Triple G. It's very not uncommon right now. Shit, Devin Haney was a little quiet when it comes to Isaac Cruz. So I don't really see anybody wanting him to fight. And it's going to be a tough battle for Isaac Cruz, but keep performing like you're doing y síguele chingando, compa. Y vas a ver que no te van a poder sacar la vuelta.
What about your boy Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia and Pitbull have been rumored, and then now they're saying Tank's gonna fight Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia, like I said last time that we spoke, is I think he needs about 2 more years of development. No lie, he's got very fast hands, very marketable, but his feet and his movement don't match his hand speed. And his defense has a little bit of holes. And yeah, who the fuck am I to consider or talk about this? But that's what I do, man. I coach a couple of guys, and my guys do really, really well. And I see things, and I learn things, and I notice that he has a couple of flaws that Pitbull Cruz and especially Tank Davis will let you hit him a little bit and then kick your ass. So that's what he did to Mario Barrios, and that's what he kind of loses, but he'll find a way to get in there and land that big punch.
So if it is Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia this December, rumors I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does, who wins?
Tank Davis. Right now, Tank Davis.